All right, what's going on, guys? It's Epoxy, and here in this video, we're going to be reacting to the Dying Light 2 Stay Human official gameplay trailer that just dropped the other day. For those of you that don't know, I have a Dying Light obsession. I've played through the original 7 times, 5 times in co-op, and twice in single player. I've played through the following 2 or 3 times. I just love Dying Light. There are definitely weak points in the game, but the gameplay is phenomenal. It has some of the best first-person perspective melee combat. The parkour is just a blast, and Dying Light 2 just looks like Dying Light on steroids. So I'm super excited for it. And now we have a brand new official gameplay trailer, as well as a new official release date. As for those of you that don't remember, the game got indefinitely delayed. It's no longer indefinitely delayed. Let's go ahead and dive right in because I'm super excited for this game. I hope you guys are as well, so that I have an excuse to make videos on this game regularly. Let's go ahead and click play. Captured in game, some scenes have been edited to avoid spoilers. Good to know.
Hey everyone, we've been quiet for some time, since like the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to clear. But the wait is over.
No, I love the parkour so much.
Let's dive into the open world of Dying Light 2.
I love that they have animations for tackling them off rooftops now.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the mission from the main storyline.
I loved it.
Get after those fuckers.
You saw how your decisions influenced the narrative and notably changed the environment.
Oh, I'm so excited for it.
This time, we want to give you a broader look at the game and a sneak peek at some of the things we'll be talking about in upcoming months.
Okay, that's sick. Just casually parachuting off a rooftop.
In Dying Light 2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city. Probably
city looks so good.
The last bastion of mankind in the world.
Shit!
Kind of reminds me, the city almost reminds me of Boston from Fallout 4 in some of the areas.
At first, you feel like this intense, brutal place will tear you apart.
Oh, I love the combat.
The Night Runners, veteran survivors who help people in better days.
By the way, I'm Hakon.
I do want to say this. I am really glad that there is some more emphasis on the survivors in this game, because in Dying Light, there wasn't really any emphasis on survivors whatsoever. It was kind of just like the main area, and then there was the villains that just attacked you on sight. And then there was a few merchants and everything that you could find randomly about, and a few random people getting attacked. But there wasn't really many survivors whatsoever. So I'm glad that there's more emphasis on that in this game. Should be quite interesting.
You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember?
Night runners are gone. Finished. A myth.
I like that they can parkour with you too.
It's not entirely clear you can trust them. You need allies in the dark.
Yeah, one thing I do have to point out is I don't recall really any missions in Dying Light where you actually had a companion with you that was doing parkour with you. I might be remembering incorrectly, but I don't remember that ever happening. So that will also be cool. Those damn volatiles. Terrifying.
And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse and the world has changed.
15 years.
The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes.
Yeah, this whole idea of the ground being dead and like post-apocalyptic, and then the rooftops is where everyone is gone and where life is thriving. Sweet.
People fight desperately for scarce resources. Rules are broken, and weakness is punished.
She's innocent!
Getting your head chopped off.
New factions struggle for position in the city. Survivors pride themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances and cobble together safe zones almost everywhere. Peacekeepers, loyal soldiers who want to impose their version of law and order and trample all in their path. Renegades, ex-prisoners serving their ruthless colonel, seeking to become sole rulers of the city.
Where is Waltz? Make him tell me.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm really excited for the whole faction idea, like the multiple factions that you can deal with in this game. There's just so much more depth to this than the previous Dying Light game. Like the previous Dying Light was essentially just straight up linear. This game gives you some more options, gives you some choices, and things can change based on your actions. I'm super excited for that to be integrated into this game because first game was awesome, but I would say one of the weakest points was the story. So this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Use these factions to reach your goal. Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking. Just remember, each faction contains complex characters.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
So, will you follow cold calculation or your heart?
The Bazaar needs good people. Help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws,
Sheesh.
and common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging the streets into chaos.
As it should be. Games often don't let you just be a straight up thug,
Yet,
so.
nightfall scares all of them equally.
Oh yeah, it does. These damn volatiles. Good night and good luck.
Darkness changes the rules of the world. As the light fails, monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays.
I will say this is one of my favorite things about Dying Light is because the morning and the days, it's not just a day and night cycle. There's actual gameplay changes. It's like playing a completely different game from the morning to the night, and this is just like amplifying that, so that's sick.
Hordes of infected pour into the streets like decaying lava. The deadly spawn of 15 years of mutation and evolution.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be so many different mutations in this game. There were a couple in the previous game, but
Your only escape? Exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs.
one thing I'm really hoping for is that there's more access to interiors, because I would say that was one really weak point in Dying Light 1. There wasn't a lot of interiors that you could go into. It was very set buildings. It was mainly just rooftops and jumping in between buildings. So hopefully there's more buildings you can go within, which it looks like there is. So that should be interesting.
Though even there, you are never safe from swift and deadly violence.
Yeah, nighttimes look like they're gonna be 10 times worse.
Or even greater threat.
The parkour was already so fluid and volatile, and it's even more so in this game.
Yet night brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty. To
Same.
explore them, you must tread carefully.
Same thing was in Dying Light 1.
But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
Wonder what the GRE packages give you this time. Can't remember what they gave you before in Dying Light.
Luckily, you have all the tools you need to survive.
I'm greed. Wall running,
Your extraordinary
I don't remember that being in the
skills allow
previous
you to
game,
navigate
and it looks
even
sick.
the most treacherous terrain.
It's actually wild how you can play a game 7 times and then you still question if something was a mechanic in the game. I don't think wall running was in the first Dying Light game, and it looks very fluid in this game. But I do have to say, I really wish Cyberpunk had the first-person perspective melee combat that this game does, and some of the first-person perspective movement. I'm interested to see if there's some limitations to it or whatever, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Trampoline pads.
On the roofs, you can count on your parkour acrobatics to save your life.
Parkour looks so much
But
better.
often, you'll have to face your enemies head on. And then you have to be smart,
Nice. Some better takedowns.
resourceful, and determined. We've worked hard
Nice.
on the essence of our combat, making sure swinging a big, meaty weapon is fun, satisfying, and well executed.
It already was in Dying Light 1, so if it's better in this
Even
game,
the most brutal fights can be tactical as well.
I'm hyped for it.
You have multiple ways to hone your skills.
Get over here.
That suits you
This is
best.
some Mortal Kombat shit right there.
It's up to you.
Curb
if you
stomp.
focus mostly on mobility and parkour,
There's a lot of cool weapons.
or aggressive, blunt force combat, or a crafty approach where the tools you've created
Nice
get the
throwable
job
spears.
done. Every ability you learn can be a
Throwable
game changer
knives,
and possibly
Molotovs.
a new favorite move.
Yeah, there's... That almost looked like a secondary pistol that he just whipped out while he
Things
was...
move fast and quick in Dying Light 2. Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph or defeat.
She obviously falls back on something,
Choose
right?
your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment, change the course of the narrative, and decide the fate of the city's residents.
Okay, he's gone.
Most importantly,
Holy shit.
you decide your own fate as well.
You're about to turn.
Make sure to stay human.
I'm really interested to see how they do this in the game. The whole idea of you potentially becoming infected. Release date, December 7th, 2021. That's gonna be a great day. So that was the Dying Light 2 Stay Human official gameplay trailer. I thought the trailer was super good. I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm very excited for this game. I will 100% be playing it day one. I will be making videos for it leading up to launch and post-launch, so I hope you enjoy those. I plan on having a info dump video tomorrow for Dying Light 2. We'll see how that goes. That's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please smack that like button down below, subscribe to Join the Fight if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon to stay updated on all of my future videos. It'd be super greatly appreciated as always. And until next time, this is Epoxy, signing off.